Well, here we are, Alan Smith and myself, Martin Tyler, really looking forward to today's game. The game today is Portsmouth and they play Bournemouth.
Len Murray is the starting 11 for Portsmouth. Number 10, Ben Davies. Number 8, number 12, number 11, Gary Roberts.
It's been an eventful time for Portsmouth, choppy waters you might say, down there on the south coast, having gone from the Premier League down the divisions, but they did win that FA Cup, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. What a highlight that was. Just so sad to see their fall from grace. Martin played there a number of times, one of the great old-fashioned English grounds.
And here is the Portsmouth lineup for this game. With the way this manager likes to play, that four's going to sit pretty much in place, and the two in midfield as well.
Yeah, that defensive two won't be going too far. They won't be getting ahead of the ball many times. They'll be just trying to feed it into those front four lads.
Bournemouth are going to go with this team today. Well, we've got this up as 4-4-2, but one of the attackers may well have a bit of extra work to do against the opposition's midfield.
Yeah, most definitely, and he's got good legs, good stamina. He will have to get through an awful lot of work, supporting his lone striker and then defending as well.
Taking charge of this game, Liam Keema. Portsmouth kicked off here. First half is up and running. They've got the ball in the middle of the pitch here. To Murray. Kyle Bennett. He's given it and got it back again. It's Smith. Penalty. Saved it, the goalkeeper. Doyle. To Bennett. Here's the cross. Bounced back off the post. It was very impressive the way they continued to keep the build-up going, to sustain the pressure. But it looks as though that has just petered out a bit now. They'll have to try and raise their game again. They've got to defend at the moment. Well, that is a cheap piece of play to give the ball away like that. Supporting player alongside. Roberts. That's the way to win the ball back. Adam McGurk. There is some backup for him in this position. Doyle. Adam McGurk. He's got to cross it. Good take by the goalkeeper, but no pressure on him. Well, that's very good positional play, and he's read the situation perfectly with that interception. Attacking well here. That's really the way to get the ball out of the danger zone. Smith. Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress. To Murray. He's moved in trying to jostle the opponent off his stride. Smith. Almost ordered his teammate to give it back to him then. And in goes the cross. That will be a corner. Well, here is that earlier incident, Alan. So close.
Well, I think he needed a bit more subtlety to the finish than just to put the laces through it, and hitting the post was a bad miss.
Goes for it with a fist. Shots on here. Excellent blocking there. And he bangs it away. So the corner to come. Good stop here. That'll be a corner. Lovely one-touch football. Shoots! Doyle. Got it back again. Iturbe. Very weak challenge. Wonderful save. Had to really reach out for that. That's gone behind for a corner. Well, he's got his fist to it. To Murray. The shot's on! Just wide of the target. McDonald. Distin. Well, it's a passing game, and my word, they're passing it well here. Great save by a diving goalkeeper. Corner now. And in goes the cross. They put that cross far too close to the goalkeeper. Bounced away from him. Well, the referee had a good look at the player who was down and decided it was serious enough to stop the game. Well, the injured player has gone off. We're going to get the game restarted with a drop ball. And Smith. Whistle goes for handball.
Yeah, and the arm was away from his side, so in those circumstances, yeah, definitely an offence.
The header, and it's just off the mark.
Well, from that distance, I thought he might have tucked it away, but, well, maybe next time.
That will go down as a wasted chance.
Oh, he's put his head in his hands, and you can see why. It's an absolute sitter.
The Portsmouth player certainly committed the foul. He's now picked up a yellow, the Portsmouth player.
Well, he's trying to be physical, trying to be aggressive, but it's worked against him now.
Rash, Alan, reckless.
Well, he's tried to go for the slide tackle, and he's a fraction off getting the ball. It is a foul.
It's Smith. The attack has fizzled out here. Goal kick. Defied belief, that save. We've got to see it again.
Well, his reactions were just second to none.
Adam McGurk. Here's Roberts. The break is definitely on. Well, he took no chances there. It's a corner. And the corner has been kept out here by the goalkeeper. He's got that through clever reading of the game, intercepting and getting possession back for his team. He's spotted a teammate and he's got the technique as well as the vision to switch the play. Goes for it with a fist. Doyle. Kyle Bennett. And that'll be a throw. They're on the move now. Well, the ball's been deflected out, so it'll be a throw-in. And they're getting the game going with a quick throw. Clark. Ben Davis. Here's Roberts. Attacking now. It's a strong tackle right by the touchline. It's put the ball out for a throw. Just spotted the ball up and they're playing. Well, sometimes we don't give defenders enough credit, but I think they were responsible for the margin of that miss.
Yeah, even though they couldn't get the foot on the ball, their presence was enough to put the player off.
Murray. Roberts. To Murray. Portsmouth have had to come through huge financial troubles recently. They're still going, which is a credit to those who are running the club, and they would add to the distinction if they could get a win in a game like this.
No, you don't seem to be able to kill the spirit of this football club. It's still within those players, and you can never rule them out as a result.
Here's Roberts. Got a great understanding, this team. Just look at the passing. Here's the cross. Good take by the goalkeeper, but... And it's a penalty. Well, that's risky going in like that.
Well, it was badly timed. He didn't get the ball, and he knows he's committed a foul there.
That's an excellent penalty.
He's just hit it very hard, and it's flown into the top of the net down the middle.
And that's a goal well worth analysing again. Portsmouth have to keep their feet on the ground. They're surprisingly in front. It's a good ball, they could be in. He's kept it out. Well, corner count rises and rises. Corner put into the goalkeeper's territory, really. It's King. He's moved in, trying to jostle the opponent off his stride. And the ball's gone up from the fourth official, 5 added minutes. Well, that is a cheap piece of play to give the ball away like that. Kyle Bennett. Doyle. And now the shot! Very good stop here. That's out of danger there with that clearance. Josh King. He's going to try it. Good try. Well, let's have a look at these stats, and the team with more shots is actually losing the game.
Well, they've done well, 2/3 of the pitch in terms of creating chances, getting shots off, but they just haven't made life difficult enough for the goalkeeper.
And the cross coming in, and it's back for another corner. Here's a chance to counter-attack from that wasted cross by the opposition. And he heads it for goal. They are level. That is the equalising goal.
And I thought the keeper may have done a bit better, may have got a hand on it, but the volley was too hard.
Let's see the replay now. It is level. Both sides have scored here now. That's the half-time whistle from the referee. 1-1 at the break. I think that's a good performance, isn't it, Alan, from him in the first half?
Well, a really good late equalising goal, and that might just change the manager's team talk now.
Here's the cross. Bounce back off the post. Very good stop here. Wonderful save. Had to really reach out for that. It's a passing game, and my word, they're passing it well here. He's got his shot off now. Great save by a diving goalkeeper. That's an excellent penalty. It's a good ball, they could be in. Space to try and hit it now. He's kept it out. And now the shot. Very good stop here. He heads it for off the bar. And they are level. That is the equalising goal. Player who's been carrying a yellow card is now going to be taken off. They don't want to risk a red. Players have given us a wonderful first half. I hope they've got the energy to continue with their efforts in the second half, which is now underway.
They did put an awful lot of effort into it, a lot of running, and a lot of quality as well. So,
Oh, we've got a free kick here. Referee points for it. Shots on here. They're desperate to try and change this game. It's been level and now they're pushing on, looking for the goal that will take them in front. Clark. Doyle. Barton. And that's good support as they build this attack. Ben Davis. Here's Bennett. He can lay it off to the supporting player. Very clearly offside. It's an easy decision.
yeah, and it's not as if there was a scoring opportunity, really. So you can't explain it away by him being a bit overexcited.
to Murray. It's another decent try, but we're still level in this match.
Substitution going on now is number 26.
Substitution coming up for Portsmouth.
Josh King. Oh, handball there. Nice return pass. Iturbe. We can tell he knows the game. He had a sixth sense there to get to the right position and nick the ball. And Evans. Not panicking in possession here, keeping the ball, still looking for the chance. Shot on! He's just reached it, the goalkeeper. Corner for Portsmouth. Safety first there.
Throw for Portsmouth.
Barton. Well, they've lost the ball. And here's the shot. Again, a chance maybe to get their noses in front. Didn't quite happen. And King. Josh King. He's given possession away here. It's King. Cheeky, tried the back heel, didn't quite come off. A couple of teammates who are clearly on the same wavelength. Ben Davis. And that's a turnover to the opposition. And King. Spaced across the ball now. The shot's hit the post. Supported there as he can head it on to someone who's waiting to receive it. And in goes the cross. Goes for it with a fist. Oh, it's a corner via that deflection.
They're keeping the pressure on with all these corners. And the goalkeeper has done well to stop that one. On the attack here. Josh King. The shot's on!
Excellent blocking there.
It's another very good save. And it didn't get away from him, the ball, either.
Well, he's appealing. He was onside, but no way.
No, I think it's time just to get back in position. Forget about that one.
To Murray. He's got his shot off now. And it's a shot that the goalkeeper can deal with quite comfortably. In midfield, they've got it back via an interception.
Possession now is regained by Portsmouth. It's a bad pass. He's given it straight to the opposition. Saw it coming, cut it out, good work.
Shots on here.
Off the post.
Evans. He's lost control. And Smith. Iturbe. It's Smith.
Kyle Bennett. The referee had a good look at that, decided it's just a throw after the tackle. Kyle Bennett.
So we'll restart with a throw-in. Iturbe. It's Smith. Iturbe. Distin. It's King.
The ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. Doyle. We'll go back to the goalkeeper here. Can't blame him for that. Well, we can catch up with the details of that injury from our man Jeff Shreves. Jeff.
He landed really awkwardly on his shoulder there and is in some discomfort. But he's a tough cookie. I think he'll stay out there.
Jeff, thank you very much. Doyle. Barton. Now he's got the ball back. That will help ease the pressure. Portsmouth throw. They're shouting from the sidelines to try and get the referee to get the injured player back on. He looks okay now, which is great.
Yeah, I think he does. He doesn't seem to be any after effects, and he'll be a big boost for them now.
Kyle Bennett. Doyle. Nice bit of interplay between these two. To Bennett. That's a good challenge. We're looking for that player to come back on, and he is coming back on. That's good news for his side and for him, of course.
Yeah, he's quite a tough cookie. He doesn't come off unless he is hurting, and clearly he felt he could carry on once he'd been able to run it off on the sideline.
And Evans. I think we'll see with these possession stats, Alan, that yes, the game has been as even as it seemed without the figures to back that up.
Yeah, I mean, I think we thought coming into this match, Martin, that it would be evenly matched, and it's been the case here.
Here comes the cross. And that struck his hand, and the referee's given it deliberate handball.
Yeah, he's in a good position as well, the ref, just a couple of yards away. Easy one for him.
Out of harm's way for a goal kick. Here's Roberts. Is this going to end level, or are we going to get a winner in the closing minutes? Be tough for any team to lose this, but what a win it would be if there is a successful side. And now the shot! It could have been a really significant shot, that. It did just miss, but for a moment we thought that would have influenced the shape of the scoreline.
Yeah, he grimaces. He knows that was a big moment. If he could have found the target there.
Doyle. He's right on top of this, the ref, right to the last. Bartle. The goalkeeper with a textbook save and keeps the ball in his grasp.
good progress with this attack. They're looking for a hero here, this team.
Well, the time for patient, short passing has stopped, I think, because route one is the order of the day now as they load the box.
They put that cross far too close to the goalkeeper. Doyle. Here's Roberts. That's great defending at a crucial time. They could have gone on to score, which would have decided the match. Smith. Barton. Here's Roberts. See what he was trying to do, just stretch the opposition by getting the ball out wide, but it's gone out for a throw. Clark. Still going backwards, all the way to the goalkeeper. And Smith. Oh, the board's gone up. 4 added minutes. Well picked off by the defender there for what could have been a potentially match-winning pass in these circumstances. It going well. Here's Roberts. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. And Evans. Here's a chance and shoots. Well, in a game where it will go down to the wire, that could have really been a turning point, but he's missed a chance.
He's getting some stick as well off his own fans, and you can understand why.
That's handball, referee's seen it. Threat, at least for the moment. And the referee's seen it, handball. Look at those fans, amazing.
Well, you said it, Martin. There aren't too many better sets than these.
Here's the cross. Oh, it's a foul, it's a penalty. Very late on now. And scores from the spot.
I'm going to give him credit, say he meant that, top right. Takes some doing.
A good look here, again, by the replay of the goal. Well, a very exciting climax to an exciting game. This could be the decider.
Well, it could be at this stage of the match.
Final whistle goes, the game is over, and the final score, 2-1. Well, given their status in the match, Alan, clearly underdogs, they'll be pretty happy with the way they played.
I think so, yeah, they can take a lot from this performance moving forward. Might not have got the result they wanted, but they did well.
I think he was the best performer in a good team today.
Well, he had a good performance and snatched that late goal to grab the win.
Here's the cross. Bounce back off the post. Very good stop here. Wonderful save. Had to really reach out for that. It's a passing game, and my word, they're passing it well here. He's got his shot off now. Great save by a diving goalkeeper. That's an excellent penalty. It's a good ball, they could be in. Space to try and hit it now. He's kept it out. And he heads it for off the bar. And they are level. That is the equalising goal. Space to cross the ball now. The shot's hit the post. Shots on here. Off the post. And scores from the spot.